I'm Matt.
I'm Jackie.
And we weren't sure if we were actually going to buy a house this spring, but it's sort of, we've been looking and, waiting for that right house to come along, and looking and pretty much annoying Brian, I think, because I would call him and say, hey, can we see this tonight? Can we see that house tomorrow? And he was very good at dealing with our chaotic schedule. And when that right house sort of came along, it just happened so fast, and it was so fantastic. Yeah, it was, with the way the market can be these days, I was very, very apprehensive. We've been talking about this for like on and off for a year or so, and saying, well, is this the right time? Like, this market's kind of scary, and I don't know, but like it was as easy and as painless as it could be. He again was just available all the time for us, and the purchase of our new home was about as painless and easy as I think
pretty quick
it can be. He was fantastic with negotiations. We got well under asking, which was phenomenal for us, and then in turn selling, we went astronomically over asking, which was beyond our wildest dreams. We were hoping, we had this sort of magic number in our head, and we far surpassed what we thought we were going to get.
And it was quick, which is what my biggest concern was too.
Yeah, with having 2 kids, I was terrified that we were going to be in and out of our house for weeks and weeks trying to facilitate showings. And I work shift work, so I was not looking forward to that. But we listed on a Wednesday, had probably, I think, between the walkthroughs and the open houses, like 150 walkthroughs in 4 days, and we were sold on Monday after 12 offers, well over asking. And I couldn't I couldn't ask for more. It was an absolute dream compared to what I expected selling and buying a house in this sort of market would be, and I was over the moon.
Very happy.
Yeah, he was easy to deal with, put all of our fears at rest with all the way that the market can be. And I think that had we maybe done something else or been with someone different, we would not have had as nice of an experience, and we'd probably still be listing. We have neighbors that have been on the market for a week before we listed, and they're still on the market, and we sold in 4 or 5 days. So I think that really comes down to Brian and the way that he marketed and he worked our house, and I can't say enough. So thank you.
I found Brian very approachable. We weren't necessarily looking to sell. We kind of jumped into it when we found the right house in the right neighborhood. And I just, from having a lot of apprehension about selling and being quite hesitant, Brian was excellent at just easing my fears, making sure it'd be easy, smooth process. He took the time to explain everything to us, and I definitely felt at ease with how well he managed everything.
With the absolute crazy amount of realtors there are, you open the newspaper in the realtor section, and there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of names and pictures, and a name and a picture only gets you so far, but it's sort of that care and that consideration and that customer service and that's such a corny thing to say, customer service, but it's more of like a friendship that we've made with Brian through this process, and that's far beyond what you're going to assume you're going to get from a realtor. You're not going to look for a realtor. You're going to look for a friend, and yeah. We've shopped other realtors in the past when we bought this house, and when we've looked to move in the past, and nothing sort of felt like that comfort fit. And then Brian was that fit, and he was just fantastic.
I feel like there's concern about, you go to sell and there's that right buyer out there, but how do you make sure you find them? And in terms of marketing, Brian does as much as you can do. Like, he's out there, he's posting videos, had the sign out before we listed as we were getting ready. He did all the right things to make sure that as many people as possible knew that our house was coming up for sale, it was listed, and even from the time it listed with all of the things he did ahead of time, it was, I think, 20 minutes until we got our first showing.
20
booked.
minutes from when we hit MLS to when I got the first notification that we had somebody coming to see the house. So that's pretty good.
Says a lot.